First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane.
So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm, have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He hits Riddick underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the longtime Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, middle.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, 22!
On 2nd and 10, Stafford escaping the pressure right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go. Let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
They go play action here on first down. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
22!
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Damon Harrison able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're running right through it. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Riddick. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Goal 50. Ozzie.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
20.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Well, that throw by Brady incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And this one complete to Charcandrick West. And he's taken down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now blown. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Stafford now to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
22!
On first down, Stafford here. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Off of play action, here's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, tag 50 left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big 20, big 20. Jumbo, jumbo. Zebra.
On 1st and 10, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. So the Patriots coming out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Brady now on 1st down. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Set. We're waiting.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And to the left side here, Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 down, 4 down. 11.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing now is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Brady again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 down, tag 53.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Set, lady.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hold on, Omaha, ready, move.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes, and the Lions are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
He leaps over him. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back now at Ford Field.
All right, boys, here we go. Four down. Set, Blue 80. Check.
Now a carry for Blunt. Fighting through. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now Stafford. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Omaha, ready to move.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Brady now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And, he spins past him and into space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
59!
Right back to him on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Blunt. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
4 down.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Everyone's got 4 down. Jumbo, set.
Play action. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On play action, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
My 20! My 40! My 40!
From the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And this is complete. It's Allen. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Brady got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
4 down! 4 down! Alert! Set! Lady!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me? Hear me now.